everybody, welcome to week 2 of the BeACTive exercise series. Today's workout is another functional, full body routine. If you joined us for the first workout, you will already be familiar with these movement patterns doing multi-joint exercises. We will also be incorporating core movements into the workout, allowing for a little time of rest built right in. This is a great time to let your heart rate recover so you can feel confident moving through each and every exercise. If you are new to functional movements, you may notice that achieving full range of motion can be challenging. Focus on slowing down the movement with body weight only or just small weights. Functional exercise is also a great way to help tackle the body composition changes that happen after a breast cancer diagnosis, especially in the abdominal or tummy region. These movements build muscle, burn calories, and improve your metabolic health, all helping you with a healthy weight. If you want to get warmed up a little bit more before you get started, push pause and then join back in when you're ready. For today's exercises, we will be doing 4 full body movements that incorporate strength and balance. Each movement will be 30 seconds, followed by 10 seconds of transition time. Remember, we'll post the timer on the screen, so no need to keep track. We will complete these exercises for 4 rounds. Many of the movements today focus on one side, then the other. You may wobble a little bit. Notice one side is stronger than the other. Embrace these differences. Notice that the wobbles are normal and they will likely improve with each round. Remember, each exercise will have 3 different versions that we will demonstrate at the 3 levels. If you're joining us for the action category today, grab yourself a chair, a small weight if you want to, and you're going to be following Bobby. If you're joining us for the challenge category today, grab a small to medium-sized dumbbell and follow me. If you're joining us for the train category today, a way to grab also a small, medium-sized dumbbell, and you're gonna be following Jamie. All right, let's get started. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready? Fantastic. So grab your weight if you're using one, and here we go. So the first exercise that we're gonna be doing, we're getting ready to start, is a ground to overhead movement. This incorporates lower body movement such as a squat and an upper body movement as a press. You can do this a little bit slower if you want to, focusing on that range of motion, or you can pick up that tempo such as this quick overhead punch. If you want to, Jamie's demonstrating this with a single arm, alternating each side that she uses, each repetition. Nice work, everybody. We just have 3 seconds left. Good, and rest. Second exercise we're doing, Bobby's gonna demonstrate a balance exercise of the heel to toe, and Jamie and I are gonna show a single leg lower body exercise. Ready? And begin. I'm demonstrating this as a deadlift exercise, keeping my feet narrow, loading my weight into the heels, working the back of my thighs. Jamie's showing a lunge in a single side position, really loading up one leg at a time. Remember, we will be switching sides later, so you'll have an opportunity to work that other side. This is still a circuit workout, so you can pick up that tempo to be a little faster. If you're already feeling a little breathy, make sure you're slowing it down. One more, everybody. Nice job, and rest. Okay, we're going to that punch exercise, so I'm gonna be setting my weight down. We're gonna be showing 3 different variations of the punch. Again, Bobby from the chair. Ready? And begin. I'm showing a squat with a punch, adding a squat. Jamie is holding that squat, so if you want a little bit more challenge for the legs, that's a great alternative. And Bobby's showing how you can do this little boxing exercise right from the comfort of your chair. How you doing, Bobby?
Good.
Fantastic. Jamie, you feeling those legs?
Yeah, you can say that.
Nice. Almost there, everybody. 5 seconds, let's do a couple more. And rest. Perfect. So now we're gonna switch back to that single leg exercise on the opposite side. So I'm gonna begin demonstrating that deadlift, but moving my weight to the different side. Jamie's gonna show that in the lunge. Ready, Bobby?
Yes.
And begin. So if you're doing the deadlift with me, it's really important to have a tall, straight spine, thinking about a straight line from the head to the hip. If you'll also notice, Jamie is being really upright with her torso. Same with Bobby, showing that through that entire rocker motion. Even if you feel wobbly, that's okay. Just keep going. Just 5 more seconds, and we are gonna start over from the top into round 2, and rest. Great work, everybody. We're going back to that ground to overhead position, hitting on that round 2. 3, 2, and begin. So in this particular round, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that tempo so you can see coming off the ground a little bit quicker. If you're wanting to pick up the intensity, this is that exercise that will bring up your heart rate. Also like that punch. If you're already feeling your heart rate is really high, slow it down, really focusing on extension. You don't have to go as low as I am as an example on the squats, whatever works for you. And rest. Great job. All right, we are going back, Bobby to heel to toe, Jamie and I to single legs. 3, 2, and go. So if you watch Jamie doing those lunges, you'll notice that little rotation across the front. It's another great way to challenge your balance, get a little bit more core, a little more abdominal work right into your workout as you're doing that lower body exercise. That is one reason that these exercises are functional. Almost there, everybody. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Fantastic. Going back to that punch, setting that weight down. Jamie, get ready for those legs, and go. Now, same thing on that punch. Range of motion is completely individual. You can slow it down and really reach that arm out, or you can pick up that tempo and shorten up that reach. If you've had surgeries or treatments on one side, you may notice one side doesn't move the way the other one does. That's okay, do your best. Almost there, everybody. 3, 2, and rest. Great job. We're going back to that single leg. Bobby, you're doing your heel toe on the opposite side. Ready, Jamie? Fantastic, and go. All right, so we're back to that single leg movement. Remember, I'm back to that deadlift. Again, when you're doing these single leg movements, you may notice a lot of shifting through the hips and core. Try to keep steady, thinking about quality movements every time. If that's easy for you, go ahead and feel free to pick up the tempo, because we are at the halfway point. All right, everybody, just 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna start our round 3. And rest. All right, we're going back to ground to overhead, everybody, so make sure you have your weight handy, Bobby. Take a big breath, and here we go. So we're just after the halfway point, so you may be feeling a little tired. Remember, we have 1 more round, so if you need to take a slow round here, if these 4 movements do, if you need to pause and sit down and then join back in, that's fine too. If you're feeling good, let's pick up that tempo. Good work, everybody. 10 seconds left. Almost there. Good, and rest. All right, we are going back to that heel toe, deadlift, and lunge. I'm gonna demonstrate it from the side of this particular round. Ready, and begin. So it's really important of all of these movements, as a reminder, straight spine, thinking about where you're putting your weight. If you're doing the deadlift, making sure it's in the heel. For Jamie, it's in that front foot. And Bobby's switching between feet, keeping her weight much in the middle. If you find a little challenge with balance, if you're doing that heel to toe, do it by a couch or your countertop so you have a little bit of extra assistance. All right, 5 seconds, everybody. We're almost there. Good, and rest. All right, we're heading into round 3 of that punch. Getting those arms moving and the legs, Jamie. 3, 2, and go. These boxing punches can be a great way to take out that tension. If you're having that day, it just maybe feels a little bit stressful, it's a great exercise to do, taking that emotion out in that movement. It's also a great way to work your core, your abs, a little extra tummy work. Almost there, everybody. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Great job. Back to that single opposite side. Let's finish up this round strong. Grab a breath if you need to. We are almost there. Ready? And begin. Good work. All right, 15 seconds left. We're finishing up this round 3. Just one more time coming back to this movement, staying focused on quality, keeping up that range of motion. 5 seconds. And rest. All right, great work, everybody. Back to that ground to overhead and snatch. Everybody ready for the last round?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. You at home, keep working and begin. In this last round, this is that last chance to push that range of motion, knowing that after this, we get to go back to our core exercises, sit down, take a breather. So give me 10 more seconds of a hard push if you can. Heart rate should be up. Keep moving. 3, 2, and rest. Nice job. All right, back to that single leg, everybody. Let's finish strong. Take one big breath before we go. Ready? And begin. Definitely feeling those muscles getting tired and shaky, but you got this. Make sure at home you're adding a nice big smile, being really proud of what you've accomplished during this workout. Using all of those muscles, feeling your body work. 10 seconds. Almost there, 5 seconds, keep going. 3, 2, and rest. Fantastic, all right. Weights down, last time on that punch, we are almost there. Almost there, great work everybody. Ready? And begin. See if you can punch just a tiny bit harder, adding just a tiny bit more rotation. If you're following Jamie or myself, just a tiny bit more squat, just a little bit more. Feel those muscles. 10 seconds. Come on, everybody. Quick, keep moving. Good, and rest. All right, great. We're gonna do our last round of single leg exercises. Bobby's heel to toe. I'm showing that deadlift, and Jamie's gonna be doing lunges. Are we ready?
Yes.
And begin. Good work, everybody. Those muscles should be feeling tired by now, but really focus on that quality. Got a little gas in your tank, try to pick up that tempo. Keep moving. Make sure you keep smiling. We're almost there. Good work. You got this. We're under 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and rest. Great job, everybody. Great job at home. Let's make sure we get a good drink of water before we hit our abs. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Anybody sweating?
Yes.
What was your favorite movement?
Head to toe.
Ah. What was your favorite movement?
Maybe the snatch.
The snatch, nice. All those functional movements. I have to say, definitely challenging. All right, so let's go ahead and get into position for our abdominal workout. So remember, Bobby, you're gonna be showing this on the chair, and Jamie and I are gonna be showing on the mat. So for each exercise we're gonna be showing is gonna have an alternate component. So we're gonna be moving right and left. You can also do just a straight motion in a crunch, but if you can, try this right and left, getting a little bit more of those side muscles working out, okay? Yep. Bring position. So remember, this is 20 seconds. Let's go ahead and begin. So all of us are showing an alternate crunch. Bobby's showing this from the chair, lifting up her legs, using her torso as that momentum and as that lever. I'm showing this from the floor, and Jamie's showing it with the legs up as an option. And rest. Every motion you do should feel the work in your abs or side abs, not your low back. All right, round 2, ready? And begin, everybody. If you're feeling any fatigue in your neck, any strain, make sure you have your hands behind your head. Alternatively, you can use your arm and reach, whatever feels good to you today. Good job. And rest. We take those moments to rest, grab a big breath. You can always grab a sip of water if you want to, and then join us in round 3 begins now. Nice work. Last 5 seconds. Keep moving. And rest. All right, this next set will put us already at halfway. So we are into the back end after that. Ready? And begin. You should be starting to feel those abdominal muscles, a little bit in those side abs. And rest. All right, we're in the back half. How you doing, Jamie?
Doing all right.
Doing all right, Bobby?
Tired.
Ready? And begin. I always think it's important to note that even if you're exercising in a chair, those movements are challenging. You don't have to pick up heavy weights. Notice that we did a lot of body weight or small weight movements. Those are challenging movements to your muscles, but really efficient. 3, 2, and rest. All right, just 3 more to go. 1 more minute of work total. You can do this. Ready? And go. Keep moving, everybody. Don't give up. Use your full 10-second break and then try to join us as quick as you can. And rest. Guess what? 2 to go. Who's counting?
I'm a little bit counting.
Jamie's keeping me in line. Ready? All right, everybody, go. Our last 2 rounds. Keep moving. If you need to decrease your range of motion, go a little slower, that's okay. Muscles are definitely getting tired. Good job, everybody, and rest. All right, we've got 1 more to go, 20 seconds. Just 20 seconds of movement. 3, 2, and go. Let's finish strong. Keep smiling. Keep breathing. We're almost there. 3, 2, and rest. Nice job. Great job, everybody. We're gonna take a couple of minutes just to do a quick cool down and stretch. I hope you can join us. If not, if you have to hit stop, make sure you do a little bit of a cool down. Take a quick walk to keep your body kind of recovering well. Make sure you hydrate. All right, everybody, you ready? Want to join me up on the mat really quick? You wanna come up by me? I'm gonna step a tiny bit forward so I don't hit anybody. Let's take a big breath in. And as we bring our breath down, let's bring those hands just kind of down, rolling down our spine towards our toes. Touching your thighs if you need to, drop that chin to the chest. Let's go ahead and do it again. Come all the way up, big breath up. And back down, stretching out the back of those legs. This time I want you to walk yourself over to the right-hand side. Same thing if you're watching us on the screen. Look over that right shoulder. Walking back in front. Over to the left. Good, back to the center. Come all the way up. Nice job, everybody. Great work. We will look forward to seeing you next time.